Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Courtney here. And one question I want to ask you is, why are you getting in your own way? Like, why are you putting yourself in a position to where you can't move on or progress? Me personally, I've faced myself many, many times, and we all do. And it's maybe short-term or long-term, events of us just facing ourselves and looking ourselves in the mirror and we'll end up just questioning who we are. And we would just be questioning, our truest selves and who we are and can we do this or can we do that or are we capable or will we overcome this? And a lot of times you just build that habit of facing your truest self or facing yourself that is in void and just keep telling yourself that you won't make it or you can't do this or you won't be able to move on. I just want to touch on in this video on how we get in our own way, like how we create this stigma or something in our mind that is telling us to stop or not move on or you're not used to this or don't break out of your own shell or don't create this new lane for generations to come. I get real passionate about this just because when you get in your own way, when you build that habit of not being a risk taker, or self-doubt, or just not being able to sustain the ability to progress and overcome obstacles, it gets hard. And it gets hard to get out of that bubble or that snowball that you didn't, build up over time. And so in this video, I just want to touch on that because you can't get in your own way. It shows, it can expose you. It can expose your vibe and your vibration or the energy you may have at that moment. And whenever you try to enjoy yourself or, try to have a good time, you won't be able to accept the pureness of that moment. It's that one test that, reveals itself once in a while. And you got to be capable of overcoming it. If you continue to get in your own way, you will continue to block blessings. You will continue to stay low vibration, and you will continue to hurt others. You will hurt yourself, but even others at the same time, because you're not giving them your all in that relationship, or you're not giving them your all in that situation or in a job or something that you're pursuing. You won't give it your all, and you will just turn weak and fragile and just let people or just things in general just run right over you. This right here, all that stops today. You got to be able to tell yourself, affirm yourself of, facing that person in the mirror and making a change. You got to be able to make that change one way or another. You'll start to notice that there are days when you have no drive. Days are just going by and you just have no drive. You've lost who you are. You've looked yourself in the mirror, but you're stuck on that person. You're not even letting that person be able to move on. And when you wake up, you won't be able to see an improvement or at least a smile or a grin. You continue to face that person of just dullness and stagnant behavior. So as I say this, I just want to ask you also, when are you going to speak your mind? When are you going to reveal your mind and get back into talking that talk and walking that walk of just affirming what's your purpose? What are your goals? What is your goal? Can you name your goal in one sentence? Can you say that continuously on a day-to-day basis? These are the type of things that will help you unlock yourself and be able to look at that person that you see in that mirror and be able to face it and be able to say, you're going to see a smile tomorrow, or you're going to see a different type of energy tomorrow. That's the key. That's the way to get out of your own way. And also just ask yourself, what's in your toolbox? How do you communicate? How do you behave? How do you perform under pressure or when you are in doubt or when people doubt you? How do you perform in all areas of life? How is your foundation? How confident are you to get out of your own way? You are in control. You are in control of that other person that is in the back of your head, which is maybe your subconscious mind, telling you at certain areas and certain points that you can't do this or you can't do that. Push through. You gotta be able to push through. Nobody is gonna be there to always save you, especially if you're not even trying to save yourself. I've noticed that the only way that I'm gonna be able to bring good energy, good vibrant people and experiences and wealth within the mind, and with the heart and with the soul and stuff like that, and in just what I see. Like, the only way I can bring that into action or into reality is if I accept that, is if I would like to acquire that and put myself around those certain people. So one thing you should understand is you got to be able to flip the page. You have to be able to write out that script, write out your day, perform, journal about it, and be able to move on. If you can't flip the page, if you can't make a clean slate, you're going to be a person who gives off bad energy, gives off bad vibes. Be a person who is extremely down. Are you telling yourself that? Do you speak that? How do you speak? What do you see in the morning when you wake up? And that's when you wake up, when you have a new day, that's that page flip. What do you view? What do you visualize? What do you affirm? What do you tell yourself about for the morning, for the day, and just for the rest of your life? That clean page that's needed to be turned or needed to be made, it's supposed to happen. It's going to happen. That clean page, it may be, for you, just the same situation or the same outcome or just the same, environment. You won't be able to see anything new but that page that is continuously there. You may be on page day 5 of your week, but that page 5 is going to continue to be the same page because you still stuck. You still in that place. You have to be able to make a shift. Like, there has to be a shift within your mind. There has to be a shift within your heart, within your, your body, your soul, your spirit, to be able to say that there's change. There's a new chapter. There's always going to be a new day. But the time is now. You have to act on it now. And that clean page can be starting in the next 5 minutes or the 10 minutes or after this video. So you have to be able to obtain that type of ability, that type of vibration. It's the only way for development. Another thing to point out is what's holding you back. What are some habits that you're building or creating that are steering you in the wrong direction? Then you usually eat breakfast. Now you're not eating breakfast. Now you just drinking water, which is fine, but you should also eat some fruit, eat something that's gonna fill you up. Now you're starting your day wrong. Now you are making a snowball. It's a snowball effect. You're building up that snowball that is now just ready for a bad day, or just ready to be able to not get any opportunities. Like, you have opportunities and you won't take them because you're so stuck within yourself. You started your day wrong. You've knocked yourself off your routine. So being able to build those type of habits that are keeping you afloat is the only way that you're going to be able to get out of your own way. Accept different and new and adventurous opportunity. You gotta also be able to reveal your strengths and your weaknesses. That's the main thing. In order to be that person that you're destined out to be, you have to be able to rejoice and just get turned up about your strengths. You got to be able to give yourself credit where it's due and when it's due. Like, if you're doing things that are unheard of, or you're breaking barriers, or you breaking barriers for yourself, for your family, and just for the many generations to come, you got to be able to acknowledge that and also accept that you have flaws or you have weaknesses that need to be worked on, and be able to seek out those type of people who can help you. In order for you to have any type of value, you got to seek value, you got to seek knowledge, you got to seek curiosity and questioning everything, and questioning everything that you do, to be able to find that answer. Now once you question everything, you going out to seek that answer. You're going out to unlock yourself And that's where you are able to unlock your mind and be able to be open to like all these type of books, all these type of mentors, and all these type of people who are just trying to help you, especially if you're trying to invest in yourself. So you got to be able to reveal those strengths. You got to be able to also accept that you have weaknesses and just seek what's going to help you improve and what's going to help you become the best version of yourself. You have to understand that other people will win. Like, other people are going to win, but your time will come. You got to be able to acknowledge that, you know, you won't be in this place forever. Like, you have to be able to tell yourself that, hey, you, that thing or that, you know, that negative situation that's trying to draw me towards it, that's trying to draw my fool me towards it, because that's not you. That's not truly you. You have another being to tap into. Everyone has their own version of winning. Like, that's why it's so vital to be able to find your truest self and create your own lane and create your own style and your own like mantra. Like, you have to be able to create your own statement and stand on that. Create your own sauce and your own flair to it. And that's the beauty of YouTube, and that's the beauty of, you know, certain different outlets and ways you can be creative online or just in life within a person's face. Communication, you know, the slang, you know, the flair, the suave, all that comes into play. And so when you find your truest style, when you find your style, you will be able to showcase it to the world and perform and stay consistent and seek more. And eventually those people who, you know, thought they knew you, now they're starting to really find out who you are, because you're continuously growing at an exponential rate. They'll see it in your presence, how you carry yourself, that you are winning. You are winning in your own way, in your own version, because you're happy. So understand that other people are winning, but you will too. You will get to that point. That's if you really want it. Another thing is finding those people who are in your corner. Who are your allies? Like, who are these people who are trying to see you win? And y'all both trying to see each other win. They're gonna be the person to notice if there's something off, or if there's something, you know, out of the ordinary about you, and they'll help you just get out of that state. They'll help you expose it, because it's easier said than done, you know, for you to tell yourself what you got going on wrong. Well, sometimes we don't really be as real with each other, because we can give each other like limitation or just a way out, like a cop out, and we don't really challenge each other at that point. Being able to have those type of people in your corner, or having, you know, those type of your squad, like those, you know, those main 5 guys or gals, or somebody who's really in your corner. And it's usually just a handful of people who's gonna be in your corner, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just understanding that, you know, we all play these different roles for each other, and which is a great thing. If you know that they're in a place, you know, where they can help you, take it. Because when they're in a place where they need help from you, you're gonna be all, you know, all ears, or you're gonna be there, especially when they need it. We're able to help each other, support, bounce off ideas, bounce off of, you know, different areas of our lives that we can help other people with, or they can give us aid on. You can't do any of this on your own. Like, you need other people, and they need you. So being able to have those allies, those friends who are in your corner, is key to getting you from out of that dark place, or to get you back to that person they know you are. And lastly, just ask yourself, how do you think? Sit with yourself, take some deep breaths, and really figure out why you think the way you think. What's holding you in the position of having negative thoughts? Are you putting yourself in certain environments, in certain areas that are not giving you the best investment for yourself? I can't see myself aiming for less or seeking less or just not trying to figure out what may be wrong with me. I try to put myself in a position to where I sit with myself and I figure out, like, why am I thinking this way? Or like, what's putting me in a, like four spaces back when I should be like 10 spaces up. So the main thing is just to figure out, like, why do you feel the way you feel? Why do you think the way you think? Once you have a positive mind, it will truly unlock doors for you that you never thought you would have open for you. Just being able to give yourself the way out, give yourself a chance. And what truly puts you in a position of revealing how you think and the way your thoughts may wander is what you expose yourself to. What do you listen to on a day-to-day basis, and how do you truly feel? Because you come to a point in your life where you have to ask yourself, is this how I really feel? Is this what I really want? Am I pursuing the right thing? And so you have to be able to channel that, be able to weigh that out and figure out, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Is it a good way for me to progress and be my truest self, or is it a way of me just being able to just stay where I'm at? Get out of your own way. You have to. It's key to success. It's key to new opportunities. It's key to finding out who you are and what's your style and how do you move and what do you want to do with your life. I've been in my own way far too long, and it's not healthy. It's draining. It's a detriment to yourself and to your future self and to the kids you may want to have, or the girl or the wife or spouse you may have. So just let me know down below in the comment section, or let yourself know, ask yourself this: will I get out of my own way? Will I be me? Will I accept all the blessings, all the good vibes and good opportunities that are about to come my way? It's the only way up. It's the only way forward. And it's the only way to your betterment, your life of fulfillment. And so if you're new here, I appreciate y'all for watching the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you get notified when I drop a new video. And I'll see you in the next one. I love y'all.